Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel, Get Crafty with Sally. My name is Sally Poole. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to quickly show you how I put together this really cute card. This card was made with the new Flight and Airy Designer Series paper, which is in the Celebration catalog, which the mini catalog and Celebration start on Thursday, January 4th. So you'll be able to order items from the catalog, and then if your order is in increments of $50 or $100, there are free goodies in here that you get to pick out when you hit those price points. So let's see. Let me show you the paper. I can't open these catalogs yet until they're actually released to the public. It's a Stampin' Up! Rule, sorry. So I can still show you the papers. Let me show you some of these pretty papers. Here's the front and the back, front and back, front and back. So there's 6 pieces of paper. They are gorgeous. I am predicting that this paper will be one of the first celebration items to go. I think this will be probably the pick of most people that order, and they'll probably get more than one pack. I did. Aren't these so pretty? And it's got a lot of my favorite colors, and they all look so pretty together. So the example that I have here, I did in fresh freesia. So the card base is fresh freesia, and then the little circles behind the designer series paper are fresh freesia. So let me show you what you're going to need to make this card. And I used a few retired products because I just wanted a tiny little edge of color around the designer series paper. So if you use like your stylish shape dies, circles, and use one for the designer series paper and then the next bigger one for the solid cardstock, it makes a pretty good size gap on the paper. Let me show you. I made one with that. So this, in comparison, is what you'll end up with. So this, I used the stylish shape dies for the designer series paper and the freesia cardstock. I also added a little cute hello. The bird is saying hello. And for that little hello, let me see if I can find what I used. I used the Wonderful Thoughts stamp and die bundle. And this is the bundle that has the dies that actually cut around the words. So that is how I was able to get that nice little hello cut out so perfectly. I certainly couldn't have fussy cut it that way. So I've already cut everything out. I haven't been feeling very well, so I don't want to drag this video out today. You will need, this one I'm using soft seafoam, and I have my card base, and then I will have a PDF as always. There'll be a link in the description below this video with all the measurements, all the products that I've used. This, if you haven't seen it yet, is an absolutely stunning, I guess it's an image. This is from the new Layered Florals 3D embossing folder, and it is gorgeous. So that's probably something you're going to want to have in your stash. So I've got this. I've cut this bird out of the designer series paper, and then 2 little circles out of that same sheet. And let me see. Let me grab a piece of paper. I'll show you how I cut things out. I guess I don't need that exact piece. But if you, instead of, if there's certain birds that you want, and instead of just cutting this like in a 3-inch strip or a 4-inch strip, because I think that's really going to mess up a lot of the rest of the paper. I just took the die that I was going to use for the birds, and then I just went around on the piece of paper, because I always make several cards, and I found the birds that I wanted, and I just drew little pencil marks around it. So when you go from bird to bird and you've got your pencil marks, you will be able to see, you know, if that one was too big. I can't do that one unless I scoot it down. That one I could do. That one will probably fit maybe with that and that. So you get the idea. And then you can cut in there with your scissors and get that piece out, and then cut it with your die. That way you don't waste a lot of this paper. And then you could use these, just the leaves for the smaller pieces with these birds. I don't think I used these birds yet. So hopefully that helps with cutting these images out of these big sheets of paper. So let's see, I guess we'll just start putting this together. Let me grab my chair, and I'm going to throw this in there. I wasn't going to say anything, but last Wednesday when I woke up, I sat up in bed and I was so dizzy and nauseous that I couldn't even stand up, and I had to crawl down the hallway to the bathroom and then crawl to the back door and let my dogs out. Anyway, long story short, I ended up having a friend take me to urgent care last Wednesday evening, and they didn't really figure it out. I have had vertigo before, and this wasn't vertigo. It wasn't the spinning kind of dizzy. It was just when I stood up, I couldn't stand up straight. So anyway, I really didn't get a diagnosis. They did take blood to check for electrolytes and things like that. So if any of you have had this kind of thing, let me know about it. Let me know what you found out. I haven't got my blood test back yet, so, and of course, I didn't find any information on the internet. So anyway, I've been kind of just taking it easy for the last week, but I thought I would put this card up here and just make it quick. So that's why I cut everything out ahead of time. So let's get our glue out, and we'll put a little bit of glue on the back of our designer series paper pieces. So from last Wednesday to now, I have had times where I felt okay. I've had times where I felt dizzy. I've had times where I felt just nauseous. I've had times where I felt both again. Today I was doing pretty good, and then I decided to run to the grocery store, and I actually got kind of nauseated just driving in the car again. So now I'm back to not quite being normal. So it's kind of weird, kind of a mystery. I do sometimes play slot machine games on my cell phone, and I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it. I have no idea. So let's glue all these little pieces down. Oh, and I was going to mention, I am still offering free shipping with a order of $60 or more. So if you place an order through me during celebration, not only will you get your shipping refunded, and I do write a check and then mail it to you with a card, you'll also get Stampin' rewards if your order is $150 or more. Plus, you will get the celebration freebie items. So it's a great time to be placing an order with Stampin' Up. So I hope if you don't already have a demonstrator that you will check in with me if you have any questions. Let me know. I can send you a catalog. So let's take our embossed piece, and I'm going to interject here with the card with the stylish shapes. I think if I were to make another one with these dies, I would make, I believe this piece I cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. If I did this one again, I think I would cut the white panel at 4 inches by 5 1/4, so that the width of the fresh freesia in the background on the card base was a little bit bigger, so it matched this a little bit better. It might look better, it might not, I don't know, but I probably will try it later. So anyway, let's get some glue on this panel, and I like to glue these rather than put tape on them because there's so many nooks and crannies. You want to make sure you get it down really flat and that it's going to stay. Have you already got your wish list made out for the products that you want to get? I only ordered a few items during pre-order last month, so I've got a fair amount of things that I want to grab on Thursday. Having a hard time seeing my edges with this soft seafoam grid. I think it's, well, maybe not, it might be Parakeet Party. I should have just picked a white one or a different color. So there's that. And then for the center, the big bird piece, I kind of laid it down where I thought I wanted it to be, and I actually have it a little bit farther to the right than center, but it is, I'm trying to center it up and down. So let's put some more glue on the back of our little scallop pieces. And then you kind of want to decide which one you want to go where and which way you want the flowers to be, and then tuck that underneath there. could also try this with the squares, the stylish shaped squares. That might be kind of cool. And I don't remember if I mentioned the scallops I did with this 1 3/4 inch scallop punch. I don't know if you can see that or not. Like I said, I just wanted a little tiny bit of color showing around the edge of the white because I think the white just looks really pretty on its own. So let's slide this one under here. And I try to get them kind of the same distance from this edge, but it's really hard to see for some reason. Well, maybe that's just me. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm only going to put them on this side. So I'll put 3 dimensionals on there. And I'm also going to put one right in the middle towards the right of these 2 smaller circles. Take the cover off of that one. Take the cover off of these. And then try to lay this on here so it's even and kind of straight the way you want it. So there's that. We're getting there. Let me grab my bow maker. I guess I should have made a bow ahead of time. I am using my favorite crinkle ribbon, the white crinkled seam binding ribbon. This is my favorite ribbon. It is retired. It is, I think it's 1/4 of an inch. Yes, it's 1/4 of an inch. The new, in the Celebration catalog, there is a crinkle ribbon that is Pool Party, and it's beautiful, but it is 5/8 of an inch, which kind of, that's a little big in my book, but I'm going to get some. I haven't got any yet. I didn't even notice it till maybe a week ago. But maybe it can be cut in half and that would work. I don't know. We'll see. And it probably would have looked good on this soft sea foam, maybe. All right, I'm going to take a glue dot, roll it up a tiny little bit, stick it on the back of this bow. I'm going to place my bow right here, and it doesn't look like I brought my, yes I did, my good cutting scissors over here. I'm going to cut these little ribbon tails off a little bit. And then I'm also using the retired Pearl Basic Jewels, which are, again, one of my favorites. Don't know why they retired the pearls or the ribbon. And I'm just going to use the smallest ones. And I'll put 3 on here. You can put one on the flowers if you want. I think I will put it on that flower. So there is the card in soft sea foam. What do you think of that? I also did one in, this one is Flirty Flamingo. This one is Misty Moonlight. This one is Daffodil Delight. There really isn't a lot of Daffodil in that Delight in that paper, but it is listed, and I'm assuming it's just the color on the chest of this bird. And then this one is Bubble Bath. And then here's the fresh freesia with the stylish shaped dies. You could also try using the Deckled Circles dies. There's a bunch of dies in there. They probably wouldn't get as close circle sizes as these are, but it probably would not be as wide as this one is. So that might be worth a try. And then you might also try, if any of you have the old stitched shapes framelets. Here's some more circles that might jive with, I don't think I tried them with the stylish shapes. I ended up using, and I can't remember if I told you already, the Layering Circles framelets, and I think it's this one. And like I said, I will have pictures of what I used for these below the video. So let's see. I think that is everything. So looking forward to ordering from the new catalog on Thursday and snagging some more celebration items. Here is this embossing folder, the Layered Floral embossing folder, if you haven't seen it yet. It is really pretty. So you can either emboss things horizontally or vertically. They would fit in there. So anyway, there we have it. If you like what you see here today and you're enjoying my videos, please hit the like button, give me the thumbs up, share my videos with your friends and families, and it would be awesome if you would subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you so much, and again, I thank you for stopping by today, and I will see you next time. Bye now.